No spoon there is. No spoon. Not here. No, not here at all. Illusion. Trick. Electric. Not here. Yes, not here. Ghost. Ghost world. Ghost wood. There is no spoon. No spoon there is.
Waking up is hard to do, but it's worth it. It's worth what it takes. It really is. And by waking up, I'm not talking like Chiron last says about making a wake coming from my boat, my body. I'm not talking about rocking other people's boats. No. I don't know about that guy now. Thinking about that, I don't. I mean, I'm all in, no question. But I wonder if he is actually.
All in, is he? Because there isn't much humor in him. Where's his humor? You hear him tell jokes and be funny and silly and playful for the little children and doggies and goats and pigs and chickens and cows and.
See, that's the thing. The animals. Here's ready for the song. I'm gonna do a song for you. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee, black coffee, and I'm adding coconut oil in it now. That is good. I'm gonna do a little song that I wrote. Here's a little song I wrote. Ready? Satchel is a dog sent from outer space on a secret mission to save the human race, the red race, the race of human, the human of the red earth that bleeds red and is all one, all feels pain. Sent from the star system, Sirius. You might think I'm kidding, I'm not delirious, I'm dead serious. The dogs are here to save us, and so are all them dolphins. They want us to stop fighting and play. Advocate for children and animals, innocence. Use your vocal vocation, your power of voice. That's what it's there for. It's a magical voice box. And what you say is abracadabra. What I say, I create. So everything you say and put out from your voice, it creates an effect. And that's what these creepo gargasmel royals and
so-called self-appointed elites, elites, that's what they do. They say abracadabra, ta-da.
And they say, Bob Saget, dead such and such at such and such time. Or they say, January 6th, chaos. Or they say, Trump president, so be it, so mote it be. Or they say, may it be. Or they say, amen. And then they say, Joe Biden president, so mote it be. And then it is.
Everything I do not know, but I am everything. Everything I am.
So I work for Mother, Big Mama. And this stuff here, and whenever you see me now, I'm gonna repeat this because until it's clear and until we see the effect of it. Abracadabra, money, ta-da! Money is mama, mummy. Green like everything, and it's an owl face. See the owl, the two eyes, beak, and the contours on the edges of its face. Green earth, mummy, Mother Earth, the harvest, the fecundity, the fertility, the magical, mystical fertility of Mother. Matter from Greek mater, money. That's mummy. It's mother's. It's mother, and it belongs to her, not to us. Mother God's godmother, the fairy godmother. She's real. They call her the Holy Ghost now. Creeps who harbor pedophiles, who harbor rapists, have been for thousands of years, for crying out loud. And they killed and subjugated women in order to get their power. That's why the priests wear the former attire of the priestesses, the robes and whatnot. They stole that power. They're thieves. They're jacks. They hijacked religion. Religion's as essential as music. They go together. Yep. Not organized religion. Not, you gotta. Just had enough of living in ignoramus land with a bunch of dead in a dead zone everywhere you go, with just everyone, their heads buried in their flux capacitors, and now like non-surgeons wearing surgical masks all the fucking day. It's like, and that makes sense. And I'm the one who's got the problem here. No. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society, said Krishnamurti, and that is as it is. That's just how it is. If you're well adjusted to this profoundly sick ass freak show here in this society today, which is in the land of Oz and the land of money being taken and transferred into man's hands where it doesn't belong and manipulated, then if you got something wrong with you, if you're not responding to that, if you're sitting on your ass letting the blood pool, I don't care if I'm offending you. If there's a family member watching too, I don't give a rat's ass, because I'm working for Mother now. I'm off the clock. I've been snipped off the cross, and I'm down. Come on down off that cross. We can use the wood. Come on up to the house. You were the one with the message all summer. She suddenly felt angry and cornered and tired and depressed. What had happened to them in the last 3 months? Their relationship had become a nightmare. It seemed pretty clear that you had no interest in me, and until I told you I wasn't going to take any more assignments. And then you decided it was okay to lay a hand on me again. That's not particularly touching. You got what you wanted, so now you think you own me. Well, you do, but maybe you need to be a little subtler about it. She had never said anything like it to him, and they both laughed, shocked when she said it. He recoiled from her almost as though she'd slapped him. It's certainly helpful to know how you view things. Isn't that how people talk? It's certainly interesting, good to know how you view. I sit reading and meditating out in public, and I hear people's conversations, and like at the hotel here, and I'll have fun and just pop in sometimes with a little, pardon me, here's a little truth bomb to blow up your freaking, not serenity, but your numbing out session there. You're turning a blind eye, showing the whites of your eyes all day long while Mother Earth is raped, and we are raped. Rome, London, Washington, D.C. It's the diabolical Trinity Triangle, and we have a good Trinity in the house, y'all. We have a good one to shine a light on that dark one, and it's over. So getting used to doing this. I'm just, the mother's teaching me how to play. I don't have to try anymore. I don't have to try to sing or try to play the harmonica. I don't have to prove that I can do it to me or to anyone else. And I'm really enthused about getting up on stage and playing with my friends, and sitting in that. It just knocked my socks off sitting in the restaurant over here down there last 2 days. 3 days, no, 2 days, and it seems like 50 days, 52 days, 52. But the stereo in there is great. And Sylvester, the waiter, is very kind to me. The people around the place, George and Meg, and I kept saying, like, Meg, you're like, I didn't use this one. I didn't say you're megalithic, but I said you're magnificent and you're omega, because that's what the meg in the word name is. Meg, it's meg, it means great. We need to learn, it's time to learn our names, their meanings, their gematria, their etymology, and because they tell us, they refer us past the mask, the front of who we are, into our fullness, and they help us to open the 7 seals or wheels called the chakras, so that we can feel the 108 are all around us that we are, and beyond purpose, and instead of what it is when your 7 seals are shut. What it is not being on purpose. It's being dead while you're alive. So you can be used as a battery, as a working caste slave. That's what it is. A class is a caste. Did you know that? Yes, it is. Don't take my word for any of this shit. That's why I say it. I say, throw it out there to put it get it in the ear like a bug, just like the Woodstock 3 idea. So it's in the ether now, and it can take root, and do its thing. You start scratching your head. Is that true? Is caste class? So a caste class? So then you look it up and you find out for yourself that it is. You got to confirm it for yourself. See for yourself, because seeing is believing. Seeing is believing, not accepting taking anyone else's word for something. That's not believing. That's bullshit. That's all that
bullshit. That is pure and simple, plain old bullshit.
I'm going to read from this. This is the book that dislodged me on Thursday night when I was sitting by the river, and I felt it in my rear end sitting there. It was an earthquake. You feel like a rumbling, an earthquake type of thing. It's visceral. It's not. Yeah, it's subtle in the sense that you get up and you walk away and you're still you, but you're really not. And that's the kind of thing that's being withheld. The keys to the kingdom. That's what that's talking about. It's talking about what happens, the alchemy that happens when you turn within. The only thing worth looking for is what you find inside. And you don't resonate to the degree with where you're attracting your match, your perfect match physically as a partner and a companion and a Bonnie and Clyde partner in crime until that happens. You don't even see it yet, and you don't even know it exists, or she or it exists, or you exist. 5. If you want to be a true doer of divine works, your first aim must be to be totally free from all desire and self-regarding ego. All your life must be an offering and a sacrifice to the Supreme, your own with a capital S, super-aim, the superior ram, the sun, the cerebram, the brain, with the pineal gland. With the pineal gland in the middle, you have a little pine cone in there, and it's a tiny one because it's been shrinking, it's been shriveling up because it's gone dormant because of these creepazoid Gargamel dark wizards that have been keeping us in slavery, us Smurfs, us Munchkins in Munchkinland, us blue people, blue collar workers, being held in bondage, we're captive. Until we stand up and rise and shine and realize the power of the people, don't moving. We're in an impasse, and worse than that, we're going extinct. All wildlife will be functionally extinct by the year 2026 on the present course. We're in a mass extinction event. In Houston, we have a problem. There's alarms going off, a big alarm going off, and the majority of the human population has their ears clogged and they're in denial. They can't handle the truth. They're acting like babes in the woods when they're adults walking on 2 legs. You see an adult, he's got his head buried in his phone and you say hi to him and he says, my kid's just playing here. Why aren't you playing? I said that to the guy yesterday. I said, hey, you want to hear something? Because he called me sir. And I said, you don't have to call me sir. My name's Kyle, or L. And I said, you want to hear something funny? I'm playing too. Because I'm off the clock. You can't play when you're on the clock. And that's what all these dull adults are. And they've been dimmed and dumbed down by K through 12. I was too. But I'm recovering from it. And you can too. And there's no excuse for not doing that. making the effort to start getting into transcendental meditation, start getting into your inner life, instead of always being about the outside and busyness, missing the moment and not being available to anyone but your own little bubble in the village compound, the village idiots. Yes, idiots everywhere in this society who are just rolling over and playing dead while Mother Earth's being butchered, raped. So I'm not going to say, like I said in Woodstock, I'm not saying F you to anyone anymore, but and I got a level of feeling there from that whole experience and from the whole thing, this whole journey that I never could have imagined. And it's coming across, and I have to share it. I have no, it's a choiceless choice here, because it's a gift from her. It would be nothing, and I would be abandoning her if I kept my mouth shut about this. If I didn't devote my life to her and to it. But I need my partner to do the full, to get it really going, because I can't do it by myself, and I know my partner is there now. I know my match is there, and I'm going to her. Like it or not, Voldemort, Gargasmel. I'm going to stop reading now, and I'm going to hit the road. I love y'all, and oh wait, I'll do one more song from my playlist. I got stopped there. I went back to black real quick. Well, what is it like to be a living legend? That you mean, don't, please cut the crap, okay? And don't, I'm not going to accept the bowing down and all that shit. You're not going to put me on a fucking pedestal, okay? So I'm not Snow White. And your God is within you, okay? So cut the garbage, okay? No more of this prostrating before externals. Prostrate before the internal, before the mother within you, and activate her, and then you can actually see the beauty of the world and feel the beauty and the light and the radiance of the world around you. You're unable to do that when you're just stuck in the 7 seals. Just look at this. Everywhere you look on this channel, on this YouTube, it's like everyone's trying to do something someone else hasn't done. It was one-upmanship. So they desperately trying to get views and clicks and likes and subscriptions and all this crap. And think of how many are doing that, the millions, and how few, how little get any kind of recognition or notoriety. It's not right. It's gross. The whole thing's got to stop. And it is stopping. It's done. It's done. The game is over. Game over. It's over, but for the playing out. For the step-by-step ending of it, because it's now the message says it's time to bring it to its final end. And like I said, it's not my call, it's Mother's. It's God's. That's God. When I say mother, I mean God. She's father and mother. Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yep, seriously. Get out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat, but know this, you're turning your back on your mother, your holy cosmic mother, the one whose body you dwell and breathe and live, the only one. This is my favorite song.
No spoon there is. No spoon. No me, no you, no. The visible world is an illusion.
Sitting on the beach. Hold on, I gotta slow it down because of copyright, even though, jeez. The irony of ironies to all of it. So I'm sitting in the restaurant listening to stereo. I had rosé. I tried rosé wine twice. I hadn't drunk any wine or anything alcohol for 2 years, and I just got one each night, and it was perfect. And the fire there's this beautiful fire, and sitting there listening to the fire crackle and pop, and just feeling that music. Like when Simply Red was playing on the stereo, and just and last night too, out when Shout by Tears for Fears was playing when I was in there, and I sang along to it. And I sang into the fire, and there were a couple people, my mother, child in the restaurant, but I didn't mind I just sang a little bit, and then I, you know, she told me to shut. My little China girl told me just to shut my mouth, and I did. But there's no law against singing out loud. If you're sitting or paying for a restaurant, staying at the hotel, that's not disturbing the peace if you're singing, and it's not right in someone's ear, and you're doing it not like screaming or anything. Singing is not screaming or yelling; it's singing, and it's protected by the First Amendment, which is the most important one. That's why it's number one. Speech and assembly, and that obviously was attacked. It's obviously been attacked, and it's being attacked. This surgeon's masquerade garbage. If you're not a surgeon, you shouldn't be in surgeons. I'm going to keep on repeating it. Don't wear those things all day long. They'll make you sick. They do make you sick. Look at the convenience stores. They have them on clip strips, for crying out loud. We're in a this world is crazy. Yes, it is true, baby. You're in water when you're with me. And I'm coming home. Finally. I just didn't remember. I didn't remember the future. The Island King of Love, deep in Fijian seas, deep in some blissful dream, where the goddess finally sleeps in the lap of the lover, subdued in all her rage. And I'm aglow with the taste of the demons driven out and happily replaced with the presence of real love, the only one that saves. I wanna dance with you. I see a world where people live and die with grace. The comic ocean dried up and leave no trace. I wanna dance with you. I see a sky full of the stars that change our minds and lead us back to a world we would not face. The stillness in your eyes convinces me that I don't know a thing. I've been around the world and I've tasted all the wines 500 million times. I came sinking to your shore. Right over here. You show me what this life is for. I wanna dance with you. I see a world where people live and die with grace. The comic ocean dried up and leave no trace. I wanna dance with you. I see a sky full of the stars that change our minds and lead us back to a world we would not face. In this altered state, full of so much pain and rage, you know we've got to find a way to let it go. Surrender. Let me know when you're ready to throw in the towel. I did it. I threw in the towel. At long last. But, you know, I still got to keep doing it all the time. I got to keep giving it all to her. Money is mummy's, not yours. This is not for you. It's for mummy. I love my mummy. And her money is kind of going back. It's hers, back in her hands now. Sitting on the beach, an island king of love, deep in Fijian seas. Deep in the heart of it all. You recognized me, didn't you, when I was in my train hat? This finally sleeps outside the paradise. Aeons of war and lifetimes, she's smiling and free, nothing left but a cracking voice and a song of love. I'm gonna dance with you.
I see a world where people live and die in grace, I do. A world where people live and die in grace. With grace.
Tawny ocean dried up, leave no trace. I wanna dance with you. I see the sky, the stars, they change our minds and lead us back to a world we would not face. 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 Yes, we would not face. I'm coming home. San Francisco's the end of the line.